What's up, everyone? Today, I wanted to review a movie I watched last night, Obsession. Now, this movie's been out for a while. I was kind of late to watching it. I was waiting for it to come out on the streaming platforms. I'm sure many of you have already seen it. It's gained a lot of traction. I see nothing but memes about it on social media using the picture of the lady from the movie pouting like a child. This movie was wild. It definitely broke expectations. I think all the actors were like basically not no name. They're just not big names. Let me not disrespect them. I'm a fucking no name. To outline the story, Bear, who's like this 5'6" manlet, works at a music store with Nikki, Sarah, and Ian. Nikki's like a AWG, basic, average white girl. Sarah, she's like a scene gothic girl. I don't know how to really describe her vibe. She's got like a septum piercing and tattoos and shit. Ian's like practically a chud. Bear is crushing on Nikki. That's what this whole movie is about. It starts off with Bear having some awkward opening of his heart moment. And I'm not gonna lie, this is like the type of shit that only works on like through text message. Don't ever force a poor lady to sit in front of you while you're giving your fucking Gone with the Wind monologue.
Ever since I first met you, you've always been nice to me, and I love you.
Please don't ever do that shit. You're gonna... First off, if you're in the dating pool, nowadays society's cooked, okay? Everybody's nonchalant and has to act like they don't really care about what's going on, right? It's like a business transaction. You gotta fuck over the other guy before they fuck you over. Everyone's trying to cover their tracks, making sure they don't do anything embarrassing. You see all this stuff about icks, like you tie your shoes bunny ears. Next thing you know, you're not getting a call back and getting made fun of in a group chat. You're having this heart-to-heart like we're in a fucking Disney movie. You're gonna make the poor lady that's gonna brunt her teeth through this, you're gonna make her pray to God she's not getting knife raped by you. If so, she happens to turn you down. But anyways, it turns out Bear is actually doing this as like some waitress, basically practicing to come out to Nikki, confess his feelings for her. So this scene's done. Bear comes home. His cat is dead on the kitchen floor from oxycodone pills that were left out. That's pretty sad and all. It messes up Bear's mood for the day. They're all about to go out to this bar later. Over the phone. Now here's the thing. I kind of didn't know this dude's name was Bear. He calls Nikki over the phone before they all go out and tells Bear that she lost a crystal necklace. She calls him Bear. I'm like, wait, what the fuck? Is that like a pet name? Are they already together? But anyways, Bear goes to the store to replace the crystal necklace. But instead, he finds this hoodoo voodoo one wish willow like fucking sage stick. And the lady at the store, she's like not a very hospitable, good and customer service lady. She's like, yeah. It's a one wish willow. Get the fuck out of my store, please. So instead of getting the crystal necklace that Nikki lost, he instead gets this one wish willow. You snap it and it grants your wish. So now Nikki, Sarah, Ian, and Bear are all at the bar, at a table, talking and everything. Ian's kind of like looking at Bear like, dude, just fucking tell her. Bear's like, no. And this whole time, Nikki's giving Bear fuck me eyes, heavily flirting. Now, I'm thinking the way Bear's approaching this, I'm thinking he's like going for a cold open. But no, you can tell Nikki wants Bear. Bear's being a vagina. I mean, Nikki, she gets tequila shots for everybody. And Bear's like, I don't like the taste of alcohol. He gets like a fucking lemon drop or something. Or a Cosmopolitan. I forget what the hell it was. And he doesn't even take down the tequila shot that Nikki got for everybody. Now, as a man, I hate to enforce, masculine stereotypes. But this movie damn near got me on the verge of fucking like red pilling. I'm like, this is a fucking pussification of man and the woke mob. This guy just being the biggest sap ever. Don't even take down the tequila shot, which is, not even, that's like bad luck. You don't do that shit. If a girl gives you a shot, you gotta just take that shit. You gotta just take that shit down. Like, watch her pour it. Make sure she's not trying to roofie you or anything. But take that shit down. I don't care how much you don't like alcohol or if you make a yuck face. Let your nuts hang. So then Bear's about to drop Nikki off back home. They're in the car. Nikki's like practically giving every sign. I don't know if I'm crazy, but it seems like Nikki wants Bear. Just the way they're talking with each other, the eye contact and all this stuff. Like, I understand, like, just basic human interaction with the girl is not a sign that she wants you. But, I don't know, just watching it, I feel like there's some kind of spark there. So anyways, Bear's just shying away from coming out to Nikki when he's given like every opportunity to do so. And then she walks away and Bear snaps the one wish willow and he's like, I wish Nikki loved me more than anything in the world. So now I thought this movie was gonna be like trying to make you think, was it really the one wish willow? Or maybe Nikki was just already crazy. Like I kind of knew what the movie was about heading into it. And I'm thinking, okay, this is gonna be like the dilemma of the movie. Was she crazy or was it the one wish willow? It's not like you're gonna snap this fucking stick and then wish for $1 billion and money's gonna start falling out of the sky, right? He snaps the one wish willow. Nikki's just standing at the porch menacingly, and then she approaches the car with Bear, and she's fucking tweaking out like one of the dudes at the gas station, like, hey man, you want this? You want this? She's like just acting very erratically, like she wasn't, like acting like a damn child. She like age regresses, and she's like, you want me to, you want to come inside? You want to come inside? No. I know what you're doing. You want me to go to your house. And then Bear, however, like, I understand she's not acting in her right mind, but Bear's just acting like he doesn't want any ass. He's acting like this wasn't the main mission. He's like, I don't know if I should go inside. Oh, gosh, I don't know if it's really the best idea right now that you come home with me. Now, this is the moment you're about to seal the deal. If you're in this situation and the girl that you've been wanting is practically begging you to take her to your house and stick your tongue in her, you fucking do it. And before you come at me like, I'm a shithead, man, you fucking, why you're supposed to ask her if she's okay. She's doing this, all right? She's practically offering herself up. She wants it. This is what she wants. Anyways, Bear's just like, trying to brush her off like, are you okay right now? I don't think this is the best idea. And she ends up crying in his car. She like slams her head down on the dashboard. You can't see her face. And she's like, and then she's like, my dad's dying. I just don't want to be alone right now. She kind of rationalizes it. She does very erratic shit this whole movie, but like is able to like kind of rationalize it at times. Bear takes her home. He's still acting standoffish, like he doesn't want any ass. Lying in the bed with Nikki, with all of his clothes on, jeans, socks, everything. Nikki in here is taking her shirt off. She's got the chestises out, pulling out her chi-chis. And Bear's like, acting like he's never seen a shirtless lady before. And he's over here about to have a damn panic attack. He's basically trying to do everything he can to make sure he doesn't get any puss. Nikki leans in for a kiss. Bear can't help himself. He's going in for the kiss. And Nikki's about to make him come just from the touch of the lips. Like, she hasn't even made contact with his lips yet. And Bear's like, he's practically about to fucking have a cum explosion in his pants just from kissing Nikki. He really likes her. So everything's going pretty good right now. They're making out. Out of nowhere, Nikki starts freaking out. She's like, no, this isn't me. She falls backwards. Fucking ruins the moment. Bear's all freaked out. He's like, okay, this is fucking all strange. Sleeps on the floor. They wake up the next morning. Bear goes to the kitchen and finds like a fucking Jason Voorhees' mom altar for his dead cat. And Nikki walks up like, do you like it? I thought you would like it. Like fucking like rose petals. I think there's like a card, like a Hallmark card, candles and shit. A dead cat vigil. Now I'm not gonna lie. I don't care how much I liked you before this. If I come up, and I think Bear even tried to bury the cat and put the cat in like a garbage bag or something. If I find out the next morning you fucking dug up my cat and got him spread out on the floor with some tribunal laid out for him, I gotta fuck you up. This is when Bear should have just fucking roundhouse kicked Nikki. For the utter disrespect, at this point, I think you're just playing with my name. You think I'm some kind of bitch. Somehow, this situation all like soothes over pretty smoothly. Bear and Nikki are back at work at the music store. Bear's talking with Ian in the back room while Nikki's at like the cash register. You can see Nikki in the background. She's like smiling at Bear. And Ian's like, bro, did you fucking smash, bro? And Bear's telling Ian that, there's some weird stuff going on. He's not giving any details, though. He's not like, yeah, she fucking laid out my dead cat on my kitchen floor. He doesn't say any of that shit, but they're just talking back and forth like, yeah, she's acting real strange. And the whole time, Nikki's like standing in the back, and you can see her. It's the background's all blurry, but she's staring the whole time Bear and Ian are talking. It's a pretty creepy shot. It's a good shot. So Ian ends up dropping Nikki off at the end of the work day. Bear's like chilling on his couch, and you see in the background, like through the window, Nikki's like gliding her way towards Bear's door. She knocks on the door. Bear opens it. And Nikki's like, yeah, I heard that there was some concern about what happened. I was on MDMA. That's why I was acting like that. Oh, that's a pretty fucking good explanation. Like, yeah, MDMA. Okay, I understand. The way she was acting, it's like, I could see it. But after this, they start having like this lovey-dovey relationship. I'm talking cooking breakfast together in the morning, fucking playing like checkers and sucking each other's face at work. I don't know how much time transpired through this montage, but they're doing quite a bit of stuff together. They're out to eat at this restaurant, and Ian calls Bear and says that Sarah was told by Nikki that she only sees Bear as little bro. She's just a little brother to Nikki. He also tells Bear that Sarah says her father having cancer was a lie, and she's not even close with her father. Which, I mean, is a pretty minute lie. I mean, I don't know how much time transpired in that montage. I would have just chalked it up to she's just some crazy lay, like whatever. But this means a lot to Bear because he wants a serious relationship with Nikki, and he tells Nikki this at the restaurant, what he just learned. He's like, so does your father really have cancer? And Nikki just stops, looks at Bear, and she slowly stands up while she's going, no, 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 no. Fucking everyone in the restaurant is looking at those two, and she's like, why would you do that? We were having a good date. And Bear's like, okay, it's fine. Fucking chill out. And they somehow just sit down and I guess enjoy the rest of their dinner. I forget if they leave right after or not, but there's no fucking way you're gonna just do that shit to me in the middle of the restaurant. That's when you just walk straight the fuck out. So after they're at the restaurant, Bear wakes up and finds this heifer in the corner of his dark bedroom watching him sleep with his sweater on. And she's like, go back to sleep. She just starts acting very strange and moves like, I don't know if you've seen the Japanese horror film, or at least a scene from it. It's called Pulse or Cairo, where the ghost is in the hallway moving all primal and weird. And she's like moving like that. She even like does the MC Hammer dance glide while covering her face with a vase. And she's like, why don't you love me? They wake up the next morning. Nikki's off for work this day, and Bear, he's getting ready to leave to work. He goes to the living room with Nikki, and Nikki's like, have a great day at work. Something, I don't know, they're just talking. And Bear's like, yeah, alright, whatever, bitch. And he's getting ready to walk out, go to work. Nikki duct taped the entire door closed, covered in fucking duct tape. It's even on the wall. You try peeling that shit off the drywall, you're gonna ruin the paint. At that point, it's like, Bear, look at Nikki and tell her, you've got 5 fucking minutes to unfuck this shit. Bear just like, yep, I'm just off to work. He doesn't even acknowledge it and just forces the door open. Like there's not a shit ton of duct tape covering the door. And Nikki just stands there smiling like a freakazoid and pisses herself. The camera like pans down to her feet on the carpet and she wets herself. Like, you gotta do this shit over the nice rug. Like, move over to the hardwood floor and piss there. That way it's just a puddle and not seeping and soaking into the damn rug. So now Bear's at work talking to Sarah, and they're talking about how strange Nikki's been acting. And Bear even defends Nikki from Sarah, in spite of all this weird shit we've already been witness to. Bear whips out a lunch that Nikki made for him. She left like notes in there. He takes a big fat bite out of the sandwich Nikki made for him. And Sarah like snatches the note and reads it and is like, what's your verdict? Cat. It's what it says on the note. And Sarah's like, what does that mean? Is it like some kind of cute inside joke? Bear looks at his sandwich. There's like fucking cat sushi in the sandwich. It doesn't even look cooked. There's like fur still attached to it. And this is like, Bear just bit from this. Like, I don't know. Maybe he thought it was like a tomato or something. I don't know. There's no fucking way you couldn't tell there was something off about your sandwich. Sarah's like, what does that mean? What's going on? Bear's like throwing up in a trash can. He ends up in his car and he's calling the company from the Willow-Wish people. And the representative, it's like he called him in the middle of the representative touching himself. And the representative is like, oh no, bro, you can't reverse the wish, dude. He's like a fucking stoner. And then he's like, you want to talk to Nikki? The representative knows this girl's name. This bitch is like screaming over the phone call. It's like he's got Nikki hostage on the other side of the phone. So Bear goes home. He finds Nikki standing where she was left off before he went to work, and she's covered in like throw up. I think there's even like shit on the floor. Bear makes her shower, and while she showers, Bear's talking like such a vag, like, that sandwich, did you make it with cat? You can't do that. I was very upset. Like, smack the bitch. What are you doing? I don't condone hitting women, but this is probably one of those off chances you got to. Like, she knows your cat just passed away. Not only did she make an altar for your cat with the cat's body, she's fucking got you eating cat. Probably the fucking sandwich probably made with your dead cat. She's not even like giving a fuck. Still showering. Bear brings up that they're about to have a boys' night out. Ian's throwing it. As soon as he brings up this boys' night out, she slams the fucking shower closed. Like, you hear the water shut off. And she's like, I want to go. And why can't I go? And then she says, Ian told me Sarah was going. No, I can't go. That's fine. You can go. But Bear's like, no. I want you to go. I want you to go. So he shows up at the boys' night out. And Ian's like, bruh, you fucking, I told you to not bring this heifer. So now they're playing like truth or dare Jenga. You gotta like answer a question or fucking drink or whatever. Do whatever the Jenga block tells you to do. This guy that's in the group with him, he gets a seat swap block. And he's like, I want to swap seats with Bear so I can sit next to Nikki. He says this like he's trying to fuck Nikki. So now this places Bear next to Sarah, and they joke about Nikki being obsessed with Bear. And Nikki starts laughing. Like, I think Bear says a joke, and Nikki's like, you're so funny. So then Nikki pulls a block. I don't have any clue what the fuck the block says. And then she starts giving some weird dark spiel about Hansel and Gretel that she says is from a book she's writing. She like fucks up the whole vibe of the party. Then Bear pulls a block saying kiss the person on your left, which is Sarah. You can see Nikki stand up, and then the camera cuts to her face, and she's giving the poutiest frown ever. This is probably the meme you're most familiar with. If you haven't seen the movie, this is the meme that's been going around. She slowly walks over to Sarah and just pulls her chair back. Sarah looks shook. I'm thinking she's about to stand up to Nikki. No, she's like just looking around like, what the fuck? Like waiting for someone else to do something. Nikki then kneels in front of Bear with her lips puckered up, like waiting to receive a kiss. Bear goes ahead and kisses Nikki. After this, Nikki like screams like she's trying to break free again, and she's like, it's not me, it's not me. And she smashes a broken bottle into her face, fucking scaring everybody. They end up taking her to the hospital, and I think the nurse like turns him down, and she ends up going home with Bear, and she's got like a fat fucking gash on her face. At home, she's like, I don't know why I do this, Bear. I love you. While they're asleep, Sarah texts Bear, and she's like, I want to meet you in a park. I have something I need to tell you. He like gets up to sneak out. While Nikki's asleep, the real Nikki comes out of her, and she's like, please kill me. Please kill me. I was never with you. This isn't me. And Bear doesn't give a fuck. He just walks out not caring at all, because this whole movie, even though all this weird shit has been happening, he's been selfish. Like, this is actually what he wants. Even though everything is going haywire, he secretly wants this shit. He's been defending Nikki, acting like nothing's been going on. Like, there's so much shit. I would have been like seeking out answers from other people as to what to do. I would have known what to do. It wouldn't have gone this far. But Bear, he wants this shit. Anyways, Bear is in the car with Sarah. Sarah tells Bear that Nikki has been fucking Ian casually for the past 2 years, and she thinks that all this is Nikki just trying to get back at Ian. She has a college letter. She wants to open it up with Bear and tells Bear she wants to be with him. The whole time they're parked in like at a park. And I'm not gonna lie, I love like the supernatural, paranormal, spiritual type scary movies like The Exorcist and all this, Paranormal Activity, whatever, like those, like Ghost and all that stuff. Movies like slasher films where the villain's a human being, I'm not really too interested in them, but I think this movie's made me the most paranoid out of any movie I'm watching. I'm like just waiting for this bitch Nikki to pop up and just start doing Nikki things. Well, Nikki does end up popping up. She fucking headbutts the driver window and grabs Sarah's head and bashes it against a brick, mushing her face. Her eyeball is all popped out, and she starts saying, it's your fault. It's your fault, Bear. She's like starting to become malevolent towards Bear. Whereas before she was just like crazy, simpish for Bear. Now she's like, no, it's your fault. And she's like, you probably want to help me hide this body. They end up disposing of the body. Bear is like alone in a car, screaming. He opens up Sarah's college letter and finds out she got accepted to her art school. And he ends up going back to the magic shop. The dude at the magic shop is like trolling Bear. And he's like, I mean, to cancel the wish, you could get someone else to pop the one wish willow. You could kill yourself. So Bear has the last one wish willow, and Bear can't break it. He then goes to Ian at his house, and he's telling Ian, I used it on Nikki, and it works. Like, this shit is real. He's not really explaining how dire this situation is. He's like kind of being cryptic. They're both like freaking out because Bear's covered in fucking Sarah's blood, and Ian decides to troll. He grabs the one wish willow, breaks it, and is like, I want $1 billion. Fucking dollar bills actually start raining from the ceiling. So at this point, I'm like, okay, no, it was the one wish willow. Nikki isn't just fucking crazy. This is actually something supernatural at hand. Turns out he has another wish stick, so he brings it to Nikki at his house. Hopefully she uses it to cancel this wish. He walks inside the house, finds Sarah corpse, butt ass naked in a chair, chest out, legs spread open. Nikki's behind him, and she does like some fucking shimmy in the background. She has on Sarah's dress and scalp. She drew tattoos on her and is like smoking a cigarette. And she's like, is this what you wanted? You wanted me to be Sarah? She pulls out a gun, has Bear up on a couch, and is like, I'll shoot myself and put this gun in my pussy. Ian walks in the midst of this, and he gets fucking one-tapped by Nikki. Bear convinces Nikki everything is cool and that he wants both of them to wash up. Next thing you know, he's in the bathroom with a gun, and Nikki's just banging on the door. Bear keeps practicing how he's gonna shoot himself. Nikki stops banging and is like, we can take a break. Maybe we should break up. Then Bear puts the gun down and chooses like the most girly way to die and swallows the bottle of pills that killed his cat. After he swallows the pills, he's about to throw it up in a trash can, and you hear a branch snap outside right before Bear can throw up the pills. Nikki broke the one wish willow and wished that Bear was obsessed just like she was. So Bear gets up, walks outside. Bear and Nikki kiss, but Bear didn't throw the pills up. He ends up ODing, foaming at the mouth. Nikki is on the couch crying, and she's about to shit herself. But since Bear died, his wish is canceled, and the real Nikki snaps too, and she's just in shock. And that's the whole movie. Now, I thought the movie was pretty good. This is like a telling tale of what happens when dickless nice guys get a girl they feel is out of their league. Kind of like a iDubbbz type situation. The one thing that harped with me through this movie is, besides all the crazy shit Nikki was doing, Bear wanted all of this. He was being selfish. You could tell in his mind he kind of was cool with what was happening because he ignored the real Nikki wanting to die. He was always choosing to defend Nikki and not really seek out anyone for advice or tell Sarah or Ian what was really going on. Another thing that stuck with me is, goddamn, everybody in this movie was short. Like you could tell Bear was like 5'5", and Nikki, I don't know how tall her actor was, but I swear she looked like fucking 4'11". I will say the movie really nailed a lot of things like the sound design. When Nikki was gonna run up and kill Sarah, like building up to it, you could tell the sound was building up some suspense. Some of the camera angles, like some of the shots, you could see people through the mirrors and everything was lined up just perfectly. Nikki being in the background while they're at work all blurry, that was a very good shot. The main thing I took out of this movie was that Bear was just a big fat shit. So that's my retelling and take on Obsession. I hope you liked the video. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. The main thing I took out of this movie was that Bear was just a big facet.